Hello everyone and welcome to my reconciliation for the end of May and the beginning of June. The dates that I will be working with are May 26th through June 2nd. Today is June the 3rd, and we're going to go through and reconcile the rest of my May budget, add in the few transactions, and then figure out how much I need to transfer over into June's budget, and then add that in as an income, and then go through the transactions that I had during June 1st through 2nd. So let's go ahead and get started. I am currently in my May budget, and to keep track of everything, I go through and add the transactions in here. I know that if you pay for the plus version of EveryDollar, you can add in your bank accounts and the transactions will come through automatically. However, I don't want to do that because I'm trying to budget and save money. So I am currently on the free one, and I prefer this, and it's also a way for me to keep track of everything, as well as when I'm out and need to update something on my phone, I'm able to pull out my phone and have the EveryDollar app on my phone and put in the transactions there. And I just leave them. I don't put a date, or, well, I do have put a date, but when I go in here on the transactions, I'm going to edit this one. I don't choose a budget item when I input them in here. So when they come up, I will be able to show you what I have spent during the week and allow you to see how I'm moving them over and reconciling and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the May reconciliation. So the first thing that I did was I did upgrade to the 50 gigabytes worth of iCloud storage because I was so tired of getting the message on my phone saying that I was out of storage and my phone could not back up anymore. So I went ahead and looked at how much it would cost, and it's only 99 cents to upgrade from 5 gigabytes to 50 gigabytes. And since everything that I have is an Apple product, my phone, my iPad, my computers, they're all Apple products, so having the iCloud storage is a good investment for me right now. So for here, I did go in on my May budget and add in an iCloud storage or iCloud item, so it will move in over here. The next thing, this week was a fairly bad week for me. I did not want to go out. I didn't want to cook. I just wasn't interested in what I had in my pantry either. So I ended up spending a lot of money on going out to eat at fast food restaurants and things like that. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 restaurants in here and spent quite a lot of money. So the first one is at Sonic, and there's no excuses. It's just, I did not feel like it. I'm going to go ahead and, on the May ones, move all of these over into restaurants. And the next thing I did was I went on a little splurge because I don't know why, but I ended up going to Etsy and buying stuff. So I have 2 transactions for Etsy. They're going over into crafting. And before I move up here into my June transactions, I'm going to go ahead and finish up reconciling my May budget and everything. So I am coming up here. Anything that has a red over here for remaining amount, I need to update to the amount, and right here it says how much I spent. So it's an easy one to figure out to get it to go to 0. And spent way too much on crafting this month. When I have a $5 budget for crafting, and May just $5 on crafting, and I spent $148. That's $143.93 over budget. No excuses. No excuses. So I was looking to move over $125.55, but that's not going to happen. So we're going to delete that and come up here, and it tells me right here that I have $81.75 left to move over into into June's budget. So from there, now that I've done that, I now have an every dollar budget. So I'm going to go up here and move on over into June's budget, and I'm going to go ahead and put I forgot how much the amount was. Hold on. It was $81.75. Okay. $81.70. Hello. $81.75. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a transaction. Since I'm already clicked over here, I'm going to add one to show that it's an income. I'm going to go ahead and put it as the first, and it's going to stay in the remaining May budget. And there, so far I've made $81.75 this month. Yay! The next thing, I'm going to go ahead and click on my transactions. I received my paycheck from my 9 to 5 job, and I mentioned when I did my monthly budget in here that my insurance rates were changing, which was going to cause me to get paid less, and that will take effect, but it won't take effect until my second paycheck on the 15th. So this first paycheck, I got the full amount that I should have received that before the insurance rates went through. So that's good because it has increased my amount that I am working with for this month, which is a great thing. So going back over to transactions, and here again, restaurants. And the Shipleys, it was National Donut Day yesterday, so I stopped off and got donuts for my coworker and me. But money well spent, $8 on donuts. It's kind of ridiculous, but oh, they were so good. And the next thing, my Great Lakes, that is my student loans. And move that on over. And Etsy, this Etsy transaction was one of those that I saw. And on Facebook, the lady just lost her job. She was laid off from her in real life job. So she has decided to go full time with her sticker shop on Etsy, and she's going to try it out. So she was getting a discount, and when I went and I was like, oh, let me go look to see what she has to offer. And when I went and saw what she had to offer, I saw that she was in Huntsville, Texas. And since I live in Houston, Huntsville is only about 30 to 45 minute drive from where I currently live in Houston. And my heart goes out to local shop owners, so I wanted to support her. And having that, I've been in that situation where you've lost a job and you don't know what you're going to do, and it's just kind of a sudden thing, and so I wanted to go and support her. So I went and bought some stickers from her, and wanting to keep it local and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and move it up here in craft, and I've already overspent for this month, so I need to make sure that I don't spend anything for the rest of the month. However, I do plan on buying a monthly kit and a notes kit for July. However, I may be able to avoid that. I'm just gonna have to kind of feel it out. See if I have any creative juices coming through on my brain to see if I can design my own kits for myself. And if that's the case, then I can worry about that later. So I'm going to go ahead and reconcile everything. Okay. I haven't paid any of this yet. So this coming week, I will be paying my internet bill, and I will need to stop for gas for my car. And I took money out for groceries on the 31st. So I plan on going grocery shopping tomorrow, but I need to kind of look to see what I have in my pantry, because I know I still have a lot of stuff from when I stocked up at the beginning of May. So I'm going to try to see if I can eat out of my pantry for this week and possibly next week, with the exception of going and getting some fresh produce and milk. Okay, and I'm gonna have to pick up some cat food for my cat in the next, if not this week, next week. Um, Crafting, I'm gonna go ahead and change that to 2201. Now we're at a 0. Okay, that tells me I have nothing left. Actually, I'm gonna up this. Okay, if I go and buy a kit, we're gonna put that at 3201. Actually, $33. That leaves me $10.99, and I think I can get away with doing that. Everything else is as is for now. Nothing for there, and we're not going to put that in until the end of the month. So currently we're doing okay, but restaurants, I only have $10 remaining in restaurants because I spent $20 already in 2 days. So I may be overspending in restaurants again this month, just because I know that there's a meeting that I plan on going to that is at a restaurant, and it costs more than $10 to get food at this restaurant because it's a Italian restaurant in downtown Houston. So it's a little bit more pricier than down there. And I plan on this week, I'm actually going to go in there right now and go ahead and purchase the Beauty and the Beast, pre-order Beauty and the Beast movie on iTunes, so that way I get it on Tuesday right when it's available to download. One other thing I wanted to mention, I did get my gas bill, and it is not $25, but it will be $22.04, which is under budget, which is great. I need to update down here the summer bills one to show $32.47. I'm trying to keep it to where it's a no spend week, and if I'm able to actually make it through the week without spending any more money than those 4 things that I mentioned, then I will be very happy with myself. And then I'm going to try to aim for the next week to also have a no spend, except for the certain things that I know I need to spend money on, like groceries and the bills that are coming out and everything. So check back next week to see if I lived up to only having those 4 transactions, which is my gas, my groceries, the Beauty and the Beast movie, and my cable bill. Thank you everybody for joining me for this week's budget reconciliation. How is everybody else's June turning out so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this and want to see more videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check back next week when I give an update on the first full week in June. Bye everyone, have a good week.